what the Bible said and what the Quran said about the same issue. It's okay. Assalamualaikum, good afternoon, and welcome back to this lesson, which is on the topic of the story of Adam. And actually, we will come to the concept of life in Islam. So because the Quran talk about Adam, the Bible talk about Adam, and especially from historical point of view, you find that, of course, the Bible was revealed or written much earlier than the Quran, right? And therefore, many of our friends, when we also talk about Adam, especially those Christian friends, then they will be quite confused. Why? We talk about Adam and we talk about Adam too. Is the Quran from the Bible? The Bible will not be able to come from the Quran, right? Because the Bible comes much earlier than the Quran. Therefore, you cannot say that the Bible copied from the Quran. But maybe it is very big tendency to people to jump into conclusion. Maybe then, because the Quran came after, therefore it must be borrowing from the previous books, right? So let us see whether it is so and how different are the two versions. So maybe can you have just spend a few minutes to browse through the whole story, and then we can share your view as well. Have a seat. And I really hope that we can discuss, we can share our view, and also we also should be prepared to accept that different people may have a different interpretation of the same version. So we would respect the differences among us. This, please read it. We can discuss. This last week? No, last week before the holiday. And then and we will continue, we will resume. Please read it. Yeah, we will discuss the content. Have you somehow finished? Have you all finished about the story? Okay, thanks. So, dear friends, how many of you have read this before? 1, 2. Did you read it before? This is the first time? You read it before, right? Did you read it before? Many years ago. Okay. So, it refreshed your memory. Do you find any new things after you read this today? Or it's the same story, old story?
Yeah, I found out that a woman was made from the rich.
Okay, of a man, okay. Okay. What else?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. When you go out,
So,
no. Let the door close down slowly, so because otherwise it will interrupt the class. It's okay. I know that. I know that that's normal. Okay, so I think you all read this before, and now today you read it. You don't find anything new. Okay, so let us just go over briefly, and then we'll discuss. And I hope that you can contribute more on this. This is the first book of the Bible, and chapter 2 of Genesis. It talks about a man was made from dust of the ground, right? And it's called Adam. And then, after God created Adam, and then he was put in the garden. And there are 2 trees mentioned here, right? Red in color. One is the tree of life, the other tree of knowledge of good and evil. This is especially mentioned. And then God said to him, do not eat from the, you can eat from anything from the garden, but not this tree. Which tree? Actually there are two trees, right? But he mentioned one tree. That is the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And asked them not to eat. Why? What is the reason they gave? You will die. Only? You will die in the future? You will surely die. And it said, when you eat it, that means the moment you eat it, you will die, and for sure, 100%, right? Very affirmative. And then woman made from the rib, and then become the wife, and then both of them are naked, and you don't find any shame, just normal, right? Okay. Then the shepherd, the snake, very cunning. Then he said to the woman, say that, hey, why don't you eat from the tree? And the woman said, oh, we may eat from any trees from the garden, not this one. Because God said, you must not eat the fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die. The snake said, "Ayya, silly girl. No, not necessarily. Maybe you may not die." And he said that it's because God do not want you to know the true and evil as He do. Right? This is what the serpent tempted Eve. Hey, God may not have said the truth. Don't listen to him. He's just selfish. He do not want you to be like him. Therefore, better eat. And then he tried to persuade him. And then the woman at last being tempted and said, oh really? It looks quite good. And also if I eat, I can gain knowledge and get wisdom. Why not? And she ate from it. And then her eyes were opened and find themselves naked. But she also give one to her husband as well, right? And then they find themselves naked. And then they got some leaves from the tree, the fig tree, to get the leaves, and then hide their private part. The footstep of the Lord, they hear. It seems that Lord is walking in the garden, and they heard about the footstep, therefore they hide themselves. And then God said, "Hey, where are you?" Right? Looking for them. Looking for Adam and Eve. And where have they hide themselves? Then they said, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hide." Eh? Why don't you know that you are naked? Eh? Have you eaten from the tree that I have commanded you not to? What the man said? The man said, "It's not me. It's the woman that gave me." But he did not just say that woman. He said, "The woman that you gave me." He get not only the woman involved, but also Lord involved. This woman I did not know from the street. You gave me as my wife. Therefore, I listen to her because I respect you. I trust you. In a way, it implied, at least, he did not just plainly say, "Yes, I have done it." He said that the woman, but not the woman that you have gave me, right? That is my interpretation, right? But at least he not only involved the woman, but also involved Lord. And then the woman said, "Oh, it's the serpent that asked me to eat." Everyone wants to point to get to try to let the others share the responsibility, right? To push the burden onto the others. "Oh, none of my business. I'm innocent." Then the shepherd had nothing to say. Therefore, Lord has punished them, condemned them. "You people, all of you, should be punished." And then the servant has to be punished. He has to crawl on the belly and eat the dust, and then be enemy of man and woman, and so on and so forth. And then the woman, in general, in the future, will increase their pain in childbearing. When they give birth to child, I have every one of them cry, "Lord," because it was Eve who done that. And every one of you will suffer. Right? And also the woman have to obey the husband, right? Rule over them. And also the man, "You crazy man, you listen to the woman? You listen to your wife, eat from the tree, therefore you suffer. Therefore you have to work hard to earn a life, to earn a living for the whole family, etc., etc." That is the starting of the nightmare for all of us, right? This is very important here, these few sentences. And the Lord God said, the man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat and live forever. It seems that Lord has revealed or confessed that actually the serpent has told the truth. Really, they stopped them not to eat from the tree because they don't want them to know the right and wrong, right? Now he confessed himself. He said, "Oh, you're this too untrustworthy guy. Did not listen to me. Now, if they stay here and then the next step they will eat it from the tree of life. Then they will live forever. Then I also live forever, they also live forever. So how many laws are there? That is my interpretation. Okay, so the Lord banished him from the garden, kicked them out, and drive them out, and also place something to the flaming sword and so on and so forth. What is it? Just to save the garden, not to allow them to come back. Untrusting people, right? That is the story we have told about Adam. So, can we review? There are two trees mentioned. What reason did God said to them when they said, don't eat from this tree? You still remember? Surely you will die. And when the moment you eat it, you will die. Did they die?
No.
If they die, then you need not stop them to come back again, right? And what did the serpent say? The serpent said,
You will surely not die.
you will not die. You will know as God knows. God does not want you to know as He knows. And God confessed, yes, the serpent told the truth. And who was punished?
Man.
The man, the woman, and the serpent. Why the serpent was punished?
Telling the truth.
Tell me the truth. Be careful in the future. If you don't want to be punished, don't tell the truth. So, huh? Who tells the lie?
God.
God tells lies?
No.
Was not the lie?
Sure you will die, and sooner or later you die. Sure you will die.
But He will not say that after you eat, in the future you will die. But He said that when you eat, surely you will die. It implies that that is the consequence, the immediate consequence of eating from the tree. But in fact it is not. Right? But it's, therefore, our friend said, God tell the lie. Wow. If God tell lie, why He was not punished? Who can punish Him, of course? Right? But if this is the story that we tell, this is my son, suppose, if I tell my son this story, then every time we say, the lesson we can draw from this story, right? What can we say? Can I say, don't tell the truth? Cannot say that. Then what then he will ask, why the God was not being punished? Can you have any interpretation for it or any reason for it?
Because God knew that he himself lied, therefore he did not carry out his threat.
Good. What else? Can we say, if you have power, you can do anything you want.
That's right.
I am God, therefore I can tell the truth and I can tell not. But surely I will not be punished. No one can punish me.
Because
Therefore,
God is beyond good and evil.
oh yeah, okay, God is beyond good and evil. Therefore, if we try to teach our generation, therefore, they should obey their boss, their rulers, say, yes, sir, because you have power. I only can say yes, whether you are right or wrong. You should not come and no remark. Not like the serpent. He was just talking too much, right? It seems it is quite irrational in these days.
Contradiction.
Pardon?
Contradiction.
Contradiction, yes, in a way. It contradicts with our so-called
And also,
Rationale.
I also find something very unreasonable. Theoretically, God is supposed to be all-knowing.
yes,
And theoretically, God is supposed to be a spirit.
yes,
If he's a spirit, how can somebody hear him walking in the garden?
exactly.
As Adam did.
And they
so-
also hide from him.
Yeah, and God is supposed to be all-knowing. If God is all-knowing, He certainly would know where they were.
Right.
So what is the cause of the having to hide?
Exactly.
Absolutely no point.
Yeah. Where are you?
And God said yes, and if he knew where they were, then it makes it very absurd for him to look, where are you? Certainly he already knew. So why would he be so stupid to ask for something he already knew?
Yes. And it seems that he did not know that they ate from the tree until Adam said that because we are naked. And he said, hey, how do you know that you are naked? Have you eaten? Means that he is so innocent about what has happened, right?
In other words, God did not know. God doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Exactly. Right? So what is... Okay. Please come. Okay, anyhow, this is the story that we have got, and we'll end one point. Very, very important is, on one hand, Adam was so good that he followed what God said. But Eve listened to the serpent and eat. Okay, two of them were innocent before, right? Because they were naked and they know nothing and they feel comfortable. Okay, but when Eve took from the tree of knowledge, then she know the truth, right and wrong already, right?
Yeah.
Therefore, after she ate, the moment that she become knowing that